Welcome everybody to the CranKy Ducklings stream. This is DreamHack StarCraft Masters Winter 2020 Open Qualifier #1 for North America. I'm Yodaslim, joined with Light VIP. How's it going, Light? How you doing today?
We're finally casting together again. It's been so long.
But it's good. We're here. We're back, and for quite the event. DreamHack, it's here again already so soon.
It's the beginning of the end, is what this is.
It's the beginning of the end. This is the first beginning of the final event for the year. This is the final intro of the year. We'll start out in the bottom left-hand corner of Oxide. I just want to say Oxidize. Oxide LE. It is the American player. He's a Terran. He's blue. He's Eurystheus.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the American Terran player. He is teamless, he's red, but he is Jheffe.
Yeah, and I'm surprised, but we're pretty familiar with both these players. We've seen both of them play.
Yeah. Whether it's been like an NA Apprentice Cup or in Battle of the Americas, yeah, it's pretty cool that or cool, but also not so cool that they're hitting each other in the first round.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but it's still cool. But unfortunate, but cool. Coolly unfortunate.
There you go.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the beginning of the end of the beginning, and what a way to start TvT.
Yeah. It really hit me over the weekend because during the weekend we had the Oceanic qualifiers, and afterwards there were like a couple of players that didn't make it through, and it's like, well, like that's it, you know?
Yeah.
That's 2020. Like, other than the regular weeklies that we have, like that's it.
That's the wrap up on your career for 2020. It's like the StarCraft. Finals and playoffs going on right now.
Yeah.
If you don't make it here, you're done for the year.
Pretty much. Like, this is the last big event, the last one where you can actually make a decent amount of money. You know, when it comes to StarCraft, and like, I'm sure everyone, I mean, they've got to be practicing their heart out for this sort of thing, you know?
Yeah. So much practice for such little payoff for some of these players. Super unfortunate. But, you know, a couple people here today, on this bracket today, will get lucky and get some money.
Yeah, definitely. I would say that it's for some of these players, it isn't necessarily about money. It's sometimes about, like, notoriety, or, like both these players, for example, they're teamless, you know? Like, if they make a deep run, maybe a team like Exxon would, like, take a look at them and be like, oh, you know, maybe I should pick you up, right?
But if they make money, then teams are definitely going to want to pick them up.
True.
So it's not about the money, but the money does go hand in hand with the notoriety of the player.
Yeah, definitely.
So I guess we're seeing the meta here for TvT early game. Go for, just the basic opening, 2 Reapers and 1 Hellion. And just post them up at the front gates, and they're the gatekeepers.
Oh yeah, they're just kind of chilling at the moment, you know, waiting for the other player to move out, and they're both doing it, so they're both kind of just chilling.
Yeah, except one player's going for a Cyclone, one's going for a tank.
Yeah, we already see a little bit of a difference. We'll see if this is a bit of a tell, if one of these guys is going to go for a more mech style.
So Jheffe here is going for 2 of the Cyclones. Eurystheus went for 1 into a tank, so that's the first difference we see here.
Yeah, it feels anyway like Eurystheus is being a little bit more defensive with this tank. But yeah, so far nothing too crazy.
Yeah, they're playing it chill so far. I don't think they want to. Neither of them really want to leave the tournament this early.
Yeah,
someone is definitely going to leave the tournament this early. To that guy, whoever he is.
It's also hitting me like you were like, yeah, we're starting off with the TvT. It's like, hey, last night we casted a C tournament. We had a TvT. Each game was at least 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
It was a solid half-hour game in there as well. It was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm well prepared for casting for a while now since I didn't cast last weekend, unfortunately. Rip. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the gun show though?
I didn't make it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What happened?
I woke up late. I just woke up late. It's super early in the morning, but yeah. And then the rest of the day I was helping a friend, but I'm trying to go to the gun show. It comes back in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna try again.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. But I feel like I could have still gone fishing in the morning at least. But instead, I just did adult things, which is cool sometimes. It's rewarding. Yeah, but I haven't been able to ladder. Have you laddered much lately?
I have laddered.
Oh man, light on the ladder again?
Yeah. I've actually been, I've had a couple of ladder sessions over the past couple of days. And it's been something. I've played against like one base, mass lib, like ninja bases, man. And it's been awful.
I just hope Terran and Protoss are happy that Zerg is no longer the dominant race. You guys did it. You won. You got map. You got a bunch of buffs, and now Zergs are having a hard time winning anything.
I think it was Kubo, King of Battles, where like top 4 were Terran. Is that?
Yeah.
That was disgusting. Like, and Dark and Rogue got knocked out of GSL. It's like, oh god.
And in the I think it was like the Alpha X big tournament that went on. I think Raynor and Farrell both got knocked out.
Yeah.
Farrell even tweeted yesterday that he's like still thinking about if he would have committed with 4 Ravagers in one game.
Good.
Like, Farrell's losing. I think he's losing his mind.
You're like, guys, this is it. Like, we're done.
Yeah.
It's like,
he's out in Finland on a ranch somewhere on his farm with a golf course, and he's just sitting in his room like, if I just committed with those 4 Ravagers, maybe that would have been different.
He's
maybe
like,
I'd be the champion.
He's like cradling his golf club, rocking back and forth.
He's in the fetal position, rocking back and forth, holding his 2018 World Championship trophy.
Oh, good.
Was that 2018? Yeah, it was 2018.
It's this right? It's F's in the chat, rip. Like, what? The era of the Zerg, it's come and gone.
Really? Yeah, it's gone. I just hate to see Sarah like this, I'd rather him just retire and not say anything about how he stays up at night thinking about committing 4 Ravagers.
It's one of those things, right, where there was a really nice term for it. It's like, when you go out, do you want to like
burn while you're ahead?
Yeah, like, do you want to like burn like long but like, not as like kind of like fade away, or do you want to like burn bright and strong for a short period of time, like, when do you decide to call it quits and stuff like that? It's like,
I mean, everyone's career has to come to an end eventually. How do you want to end it?
I like how we're talking about Cyril didn't win, guys. It's done. He's done.
Done for. This has been quite the passive, typical TvT here, though.
Oh yeah.
We haven't been any engagement at all. Looking at the units lost tab, the only thing that has been lost is some Reapers and 2 Marines and 1 Hellion. At the 8-minute mark, they haven't spent more than like 400 minerals on anything. Oh, there we go. The 3rd Marine has died.
Wow. Riveting. So this is the classic TvT, right? We've all got tanks, we've all got Vikings, we're gonna have a bunch of siege lines, and we're gonna look at each other for a little bit, and then someone's gonna push in, and it's either gonna win them the game or lose them the game.
This is top-notch commentation for you guys here. One person's gonna win, one person's gonna lose.
Yep.
Oh man, TvT, this is the only reason I stopped playing Terran. Like, I like to off race sometime, but playing Terran when you get a TvT is just a real drag.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really do anything too crazy in the early game unless you're all in. You can't really push or drop on them too easy.
Yeah, it can be really difficult, and something that Jheffe is finding an angle here, because typically in a TvT you have like missile turret rings around your bases, but there was nothing here for Eurystheus.
Yeah, it's looking rough. He's pulling the boys. He's got a tank siege up kind of far though, and He's gonna go ahead and push out himself. You can't get distracted here. Both players got to be on top of the scans.
Oh.
Jheffe siege first, but he interference matrix all of the tanks except one, and this is very interesting here. Jheffe did have the superior sky army, and oh god, man, that's bad. Yeah, the interference matrix wore off, and that's that is a TvT, ladies and gentlemen.
Just like that. Jesus Christ. Sometimes it just comes down to one engagement, and Jheffe, he just forced Eurystheus into it. You know, that drop, it's like, all right, now I have to do something, and he did, and it didn't work.
Yeah, that was great. That was a very interesting one. That was a good game one. You know, it was kind of fast, but kind of fast for a TvT, but slow start and not very action packed, but it's just one real big fun engagement to watch at the end usually. We'll see how this one turns out.
Yeah,
we're gonna get into a best of 3.
We'll see.
Each player getting their match even.
Yeah, like honestly, the engagement didn't look bad for Eurystheus. Like he got a lot of interference matrix off. Like it was looking pretty good, but at the end of the day, he just lost the Viking fight, and then the Vikings just landed on him. You know.
Yeah, I guess Vikings are almost more important than the actual tanks.
Yeah.
It's so hard to know the distance of your tank siege. That's the hardest part for me in TvT. I can never tell how you get in range of the tanks, but still out of vision. But then if you win the sky battle, you have the vision and in range.
Yeah.
These players are on top of their stuff. They know what they're doing. But we shall see as they get the lobby set up. And that's just game number 1. This is a great opener.
Yeah, it looks like they have the lobby ready. We're just waiting for some invites, and we'll see what map we get into in game number 2.
Yeah, and this bracket is actually, we haven't talked about the bracket yet, but it is looking pretty darn nice today. We got all types. We got Riser, Future, Jon Snow, Peely, Vindicta, Firefox is back. We got Ryan. We got Masa, TLO, Juggernaut Jason. Obviously, the 2 players you see here. We got Asuna, Disc, Starkiller, Rob, Ricci, the Riddler, Namshar, and many, many more. All battling it out today. I wish we could cast all of them. Obviously, we can't, though. But this is a great start. I think by the time this series is over, you know, we'll be deep into some better games in the bracket as far as matchups, more of the heavy hitters. But these 2 players seem pretty evenly matched up, so good thing it's not like a complete walkover just quite yet. Here we are, though. I like the new transition you guys got going on.
Oh yeah,
on stream.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick. But here we have in the bottom right hand corner from United States of America, it is the blue Terran player, Eurystheus.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the red Terran player, the American Terran. He is El Jheffe. So I did want to give a quick shout out because I didn't really get to.
Who did that?
Yeah, shout out to Trantor. I don't know if you recognize that name, but he actually sponsors El Prisma.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Whenever El Prisma goes on, it's a Spanish like podcast. They have like a little ad break in the middle of it. And yeah, he's got a website. He does a lot of like graphic design. He works a lot with like Jim Rising and La Espira as well. Like he mainly works on Latin American like StarCraft graphics.
So he's just like a freelance graphic designer.
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty cool, actually.
He has his own website and everything. And we're like, you know what? Let's hit this guy up. You know, like we kind of want like some fancy like transitions for our stream, and like we're not talented enough to do that ourselves. We approached him, and he was like, "Oh, I know you guys. You're the CranKy Ducklings. Like he casts like Latino and all that stuff." And he's like a fan himself, and yeah, it was great.
That's always a good way to collab. Where his price is reasonable,
Oh yeah.
or did
yeah.
he do it? Okay, cool.
That's good. That's good.
That's great. That's great. Affordable price. Y'all hit him up if you guys need graphic work, because that's cool.
Yeah. Like we're really happy with the transitions, and we may like work with him even more after. We'll see.
Yeah, they look great. But enough about the awesome production here at the CranKy Ducklings. There's a game going on. One player expanded already. One player expanding just now. Jheffe up 1-0. Who do you think got this? You think Jheffe is like miles ahead of Eurystheus?
Jheffe, he is straight up like more experienced. I know that much.
Yeah.
It's on Eurystheus to kind of prove himself as like, I don't know how old he is, but in my mind he's also young, like Paddy Mac and Ryan. Like I feel like he's in my mind he's got to prove himself right here.
Yeah. Right now, in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean this is it, right? It's round 1, and it's already DreamHack Winter. Like
yeah, that's true. If he doesn't do it here, then that's it for his year in StarCraft. And so far, I'm checking the bracket just to make sure, see if there's any updates quite yet. I don't see any huge heavy hitters going on to where there'd be a big upset quite yet. Firefox did beat Galaxy. That's interesting.
Okay. I do know we have we have a couple of like fan favorites or like people that we want to catch later on, right? Like Ruichi or Starkiller and stuff like that.
Yeah, those would all be good. There's a lot of fan favorites here today, but I'm not too sure about this one. But where's M Canning at? Is he already invited or what?
Oh yeah. You can you bet. So like M Canning, the best Protoss in all of America, he's seated in.
Yeah. I probably should have looked at the seedings before this. Yeah. So for the seedings, we got Scarlet, Silky, Estrella, M Canning, Neeb, and Nina. That's a tough bracket there.
You know what that sounds like? Sounds like a lot of
like
Protoss. Sounds like that.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like a lot of Zerg. Yeah, there's a lot of good players today. The one I'm not super familiar with is the Canadian Mogar Fin Smash. I don't know who that is, but they're in the bracket.
Yeah,
interesting game.
He signed up for like ESL cups and stuff like that in the past. As far as I know, he's like an amateur player. I don't know if he's gonna make a deep run. We'll see.
Yeah. Ooh, a little bit of damage. How is that doing so much damage with 2 Vikings there? That was not bad. 4 SCVs.
That was like a cloakless Banshee as well.
Yeah, how did that get so much damage? I don't understand.
Yeah, man. They shoot pretty fast.
Yeah. They kill them SCVs pretty easily.
So
but,
Jheffe, yeah. He does take like a little bit of a worker lead, like nothing too massive, but he does have it. They're both kind of working on their third bases, their third CCs are on the way. I guess something that may be a bit of a tell is that Jheffe, he is going for Stim. Eurystheus, he does not have an add-on at all on his racks.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. TvT is so weird. Look at the difference in builds. There's like 3 tanks, a whole bunch of Hellions on the other side. There's like a Cyclone, some Reapers, a bunch of tanks. Like these builds are all completely different, and I don't know who wins what. But I think in a big engagement, if you have some Hellions mixed in, it really does like throw off your entire build if you're going for Marine tanks.
Yeah, I imagine so, and I think here we go. This is the big thing. I was thinking like Eurystheus, he's delaying Stim for quite some time.
Yeah.
We see why he's throwing down the factories.
Now, what is he gonna go here? Just mass tanks, 3 tanks at a time?
Why not?
Nah, I bet he's gonna go 2 tanks at a time and then get the double Hellions coming out.
I hope that he goes for a more active tank style, right? Like with
Oh,
with
of course
like,
we all hope, but it's TvT.
yeah, that's
I'd
the
be
thing.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he did 3 tanks at a time,
That's the thing,
or 2
right?
tanks and a Thor.
It's like I want like some more active like Hellion Cyclone, but like how good does Hellion Cyclone work against like massive tank siege lines?
Oh, it
you
doesn't.
know, like,
That's
yeah,
right. It doesn't.
yeah.
He did scan it though.
Oh boy.
There we go. Blue Flame coming up. Double Hellions. He's gonna have 2 tanks at a time. I would like to see some upgrades here if he's going that heavy mech. He doesn't have an armory quite yet. There he goes. He's starting it. Double armory.
Oh yeah, he's taking his 4th on location as well. At the same time, he's pushing out into the map. They scan each other. They see each other.
Oh, I don't quite know who has the higher Viking count, but it doesn't matter here with that Dorito cannon. He's going to try and take the fight despite that Dorito cannon hitting everything. He's going to land his Vikings as best as he can. And now there's nothing to stop these Vikings from just going straight into the 3rd or the main. They should go into the main and try and get rid of some workers here.
Yeah, they're just going straight on in. It's like, you're going to land? Okay, I'm just going to fly past everything. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually a pretty good hold here. He might get the tank for his troubles, but once the counter Vikings land, he's going to lose all his Vikings. I don't know if that was worth the commitment here.
Yeah, I mean, he killed a lot of Hellions. We'll see if maybe he can take advantage of the fact that, you know, the majority of the Hellions have gone down with his tanks. But now Eurystheus has the air superiority. Now he can just land on top of the tanks if he wants to.
Yeah, I feel like Jheffe could have just, you know, tanked his way up and leapfrogged his way up, but also the home defender's advantage would eventually catch up in the Viking count for Eurystheus. So he's gonna drop his Vikings here. It's Vikings versus tanks, and there's more Vikings here to tank shots away as the blue Terran can get more tank shots down, and he won the fight. But there's reinforcements at the 3rd also.
Yeah, there's more reinforcements again because that's it.
Oh, wow. I thought he held pretty good there. But unfortunately, the reinforcements were just too much there.
Yeah, I was about to say that because Jheffe was going bio, like his production is just faster. You know, he can just rally Marines across the map, and when you have no more tanks, like it's actually significant.
Yeah, you're done for. I guess it was a good call to go in with the Vikings and try and get rid of anything you can at that point. Every tank costs so much, but that was a good first best of 3. And with that, the scores will be reported. The bracket will be updated. !B or !bracket in the chat. And you can check out that bracket.